Hi, my name is Ananya Sekran and welcome to Historyland. Here today I'm with Louis Armstrong, the jazz player. So tell me, Louis, when and where were you born?
I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana on August 01. My parents were Marianne and William Armstrong.
What was your childhood like?
When I was only 5, my father abandoned our family to marry someone else. Shortly after, my mother left the home too, leaving my sister Beatrice and I to be cared for by my grandmother and uncle. I earned money by selling paper, discarded food, and hauling coal. After I quit school, I sang songs in the streets with others for money and worked for the Karnofskys, an immigrant family who owned a junk business.
As a boy, did you ever get into any trouble?
Yes.
And why?
In 1913, when I was 12, I was sent to a reform school for firing my stepfather's pistol into the air on a New Year's Eve celebration. In my time there, I learned the cornet, which is a trumpet-like instrument.
When was your release and what did you do after that?
I was released in 1915 when I was 14. From there, I was befriended by Joe King Oliver, leader of the first great African-American band, who taught me the trumpet. I joined his band in Chicago, where I played second cornet.
Did you ever quit Oliver's band and why?
My wife, Lillian Harden, persuaded me to quit the band. Shortly after, I got an invitation from Fletcher Henderson to join his band in New York. To blend in better with the other instruments, I switched from cornet to trumpet. I made lots of recordings with my pianist friend Clarence Williams. But a year later, I returned to Chicago, persuaded by my wife again to boost my job and income.
When did you become famous for your music?
In 1929, I toured America and Europe, producing hit after hit. In 1935, I appeared on a Broadway show and performed in many places. I started working for Carol Dickerson Orchestra with Earl Hines, which was renamed Louis Armstrong and his Stompers, and I performed in films, radios, dance halls, nightclubs, and theaters.
What are some of your great song works and achievements of your life?
Well, for one, I'm known as the father of jazz and have won several Grammy Awards. Some of my greatest hits were Hello Dolly, Mac the Knife, and What a Wonderful World. I'm also particularly good at scat singing, which I invented when I dropped my sheet music while recording a song and was told to keep singing, even though I couldn't remember the lyrics, so I sang the verse in nonsense syllables.
When and where did you die and how did you die?
I died in Corona, New York, on 1971. I died in my sleep due to a heart attack.
Well, thank you, Liz Armstrong, for coming to Historyland. We learned a lot for you. We'll see you next time on Historyland.